welcome back to another pickups video. This is Goodwill, I think number 18 pickups. Also, I went bought some stuff online from mercari, which was pretty cheap. I had some extra credit funds on there, so I just picked up a few common PS1 games too as well. But also, I did a little bit of video showing of the Goodwill that I went to, and I can kind of show you what they had there. But I'll pop that in real quick, and we'll get back to the video after this. See too much. Most of it's sports games so far. There's right there too as well. I already checked the systems on these ones. This one wasn't the game in there. And some other ones right here, and of course the common ones. But if you see anything else here, there we go. And I'll show you the pickups from that Goodwill run. First off, we have looks like 4 games from Goodwill. Not too many crazy titles here, but hey, anything counts. And like I said, these are like, it says $2.99 plus I get like a 15% discount, so it's like in the 270s range for these games, 250. So they're not bad prices for this stuff, but like again, most of the times it's just filler titles I'm finding there. Usually I have to kind of look or do trades or do Facebook Marketplace or offer up for the games I really want, or go to game stores like retro game stores. So overall, decent pickup for what the price was. I think it was like $10 or $11 total for everything, so it wasn't too bad at all. And they hooked me up with the discount, so it's always a good thing to have that discount included. Sometimes they had stuff on yellow tag sale was 50% off, but I didn't see any games that were 50% off this time. So first off, we can go with the Wii games I got. I got 2 Wii games. First one is Dancing with the Stars Wii Dance for the Wii, and this one is complete game case and manual. I have so many games now, sometimes I don't even know if I have these ones or not. It's kind of hard. I need to update this app I picked up recently to put all my games in. I do have one for Nintendo games, app that shows all my Nintendo games, but for this one I don't. It doesn't have the Switch update on it, but it does have like everything from GameCube, NES, old school stuff from Nintendo all the way up to, I think it's Wii U is the system on it. So had it a long time, and it shows me how much closer I am to N64, NES, and Super Nintendo, that kind of stuff, and Wii. So overall, not a bad deal. 2 something. So for a game, if you can't beat $2 for a game. So next one up is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 08, and this one I know sells pretty well, like actually. So this one's just the game and case. But the case is in excellent condition. I think I have this one already. I'll take a look, and if this one's a better condition copy, I'll swap it out, upgrade it, and trade it in for trade bait or sell it on the other apps, mercari apps. Next up, we got a PS3 game. Like I said, even if it's a sports title, I pick up PS3 games. They had some other PS3 games there, and I know I had them, so didn't pick them up. But this one is FIFA 15 for the PS3, and it's crazy. You can see like the prices they used to be and how much you get it for is $2.99 plus, so it's a little bit cheaper than that, but looks like it's complete with game case and manual. Let's see the condition of this one. Really good condition. Most PS3 games I see, they're not scratched up. I think the more current the games are becoming, the better quality you're getting, because a lot of the old stuff is scratched up big time, like Xbox, PS2, regular PS1 scratched up, but that's why it's a really good investment if you get a resurfacer. So you can cut a lot of the costs of, and you can salvage these games. You don't want these games to go in oblivion. Physical copies are always good to keep, and it's a good collection to have, all right? Next one up, last one for the Goodwill pickups was Assassin's Creed for 360. It's a pretty cheap game, but it does well in selling. So for $2 and something, you can't beat that. And this one's complete game case manual. And like I said, even if you have a double of it and this is a good quality case, you can swap it out for a different game and pop it in to make it older, like another game that's higher value, look in good, excellent condition. So Assassin's Creed. This is the first one, so I'm not sure if this one's worth more, but the first Assassin's Creed was better than the later generations of it. I don't know. Let me know if you've had an Assassin's Creed game you like more than the others. Just let me know so I can try it out. Probably have it in my collection, never tried it, but with a whole bunch of games, it's kind of hard to play every single game. Next up is the last but not least from mercari. Some sports titles and some other titles. They're cheap games, but like I said, these were like, I think, maybe $3 total each in price, $3 to $5 in total pricing. I really picked up these for dirt cheap since I had credit on my account, so not bad prices for these, and it boosts the PlayStation collection up. So first one I got is NFL Game Day 2019 at 9 Studios, complete case and manual, and these were all in really good conditions, no scratches on it or anything like that. So even if you have these ones, these cases are really good to have to swap out with other cases for higher quality games. Like I said, I try to make my games look pretty good and pretty new looking when it comes to it to make sure I have a good quality collection. Next up is Madden 2001 from EA Sports, complete game case and manual. Like I said, these games PlayStation games are going up in price. Even sports games are like $5 to $10 for sports games in good condition. You can get the ones in poor condition from retro game stores for like a couple bucks, but $1.99 or something. But for me, I'd rather have good quality and everything, even if it's a game I'm not gonna really play but collect for because I want to get the complete sets for. It's good to have these ones in good quality condition compared to others. So even if you plan on investing it and selling it off in the future, even with these sports titles, having them all in immaculate condition, you're gonna get a good value for it for resale. So next up, a car racing game. It's Car and Driver presents Grand Tour Racing 98. Really like the cover. Activision game. Looks pretty neat. Looks like you could do rally car, you could do regular street racing and IndyCar racing in it, and like dunes racing on it. So pretty neat. I actually want to try this out. I like racing games a lot. So this one says Unitex is another co-maker of this game, but complete game case manual. The front part of it's all cracked up, but you can always replace it. I haven't looked it up how much this one costs, but I could take a look at it, see how much it prices. If it's a high value item, swap out the cover part of it and make it look new again. So Grand Tour Racing 98 from Car and Driver. So pretty good pickup too as well on that one. So another one there down. And last but not least, the last one I have here is a racing game again, but it's more like Mario Kart Crash Team Racing, but it's an unfamiliar one for people. I don't see anybody really playing this or even reviewing this one. And it looks pretty decent. So it looks kind of similar to the Crash Team Racing, but this one is Smurf Racer for the PS1. This one's in great condition, so good quality. It's game, case, and manual. Really good condition. Another thing I look for on these ones are to make sure they don't have any top scratches. So the reason why, it's a thin layer of data between the top label cover to the bottom to the label. So if it's see-through like PS2 or really PS2, PS3, and like Xbox 360, you got to be careful with those ones. Reason why, the laminate's pretty thin, so like on the top cover, the artwork on the cover top, if it gets scratched and you can see it through it, you can actually know it's going to be useless on the game. It won't play on certain levels. Depends on how far the scratch is. I know it goes, the laser etching goes from inside to outside, so if there's a scratch on the outside, it might not damage the game and it's still playable. So always take a look at those too. I always tell people, if you get a game for PS2, Xbox 360, whatever, PS3, you hold it up, take a look, see if there's any light going through, any marks that you can see through it. More than likely, that game's not going to be usable. Some games are, depending on where the scratch is located. If it's in one of the parts where it's burned the image in, then it's going to affect it. But if it's not, it's outside those burn images, those burn data, you should be fine. Other ones that are pretty good is to have, even if it has top scratches, are the GameCube ones. Reason why, it's double layered. So it actually has the game, the cover label. If it scratches underneath it, it's another layer. Then behind it, like on the other side, I recommend not resurfacing GameCube games too much. The reason why is it's a thin layer on the bottom part. So look at the bottom for the scratches. That's what can affect the data on those GameCube games. Because a lot of the GameCube games, the quality of the printing on it, on the top part of the disc, is not good. They usually tend to crack, peel off, and stuff like that. I don't know if what they use, acrylic or whatever type of printing liquid they use on it. It kind of doesn't show up. Because I have a couple games that have like wear and tear on top of it, they play perfectly fine, but it's just they didn't make it with a good quality at that time frame. But overall, pretty good pickup from this week. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games to the collection. It might not seem like it, but when you're getting like 5 to 10 games, 20 games a week, your collection is getting huge. You know what I mean? Little by little. This is not a lot of money. Maybe like 15, 20 bucks right here for this. And, you know, when it comes down to it, it adds to your collection. And sometimes you might find these hidden gems you might think looks like it's a game you would never play, but once you pop it in, it's really fun. You know, it's interesting to see these games that you never knew came out for these systems, and now you're able to pick them up because you can find them for the cheap on like thrift stores, Goodwills, that kind of stuff, or online. It's getting harder, like I said, for local store purchases. I'm still finding it. You could still find these things, but if something you don't want, it's a higher price item, just buy a whole bunch, bundle it up, trade it in, because you'll know you'll get more than what you get. You'll make more than what the price is at Goodwill on these things to resell them. So what it is it's a good trade-off. So you buy all these bulk-in games, sell it, trade it in a bulk, and you can get a game that you really want. One game that's a $40, $50 game that you can add to your collection for a low value compared to just buying it out straight right. I'm not a really big fan of buying out straight right. I usually pay, if I know I can make a profit or break even on it, I'll pick it up. But if I don't, then I kind of wait on it. Then I'll probably trade for it just so I can make a, break even. So if I see somebody selling it for price starting, I can equivalent that value of some whole bunch of common games, trade it in somewhere for credit or cash, or sell it online, then get all that cash and put it on that price starting value price. For me, if I see something, I try to get it below like 15, 20% below price starting, or if they hook me up, if I'm a return buyer from them, they usually call me back saying, looking to sell this off. The first person I thought of was you. I know you collect these things, so I know it's going to go to a good home. So overall, really good pickups. Not crazy good, but good enough for me. Added to the collection 4 more games to the PlayStation, a couple games to the Wii, and like 1 game for the Xbox 360. Again, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.